In a reactive world, emotional control is power, and one of the fastest ways to lose that power is needing approval. Human beings naturally want acceptance. We want people to like us, to understand us, to agree with us. That desire is normal. But when acceptance turns into dependence, something changes. Your decisions stop coming from your values. They start coming from other people's reactions. The subtle addiction. Validation works like a reward system. Someone compliments you, someone agrees with you, someone approves of your choices, and your brain receives a small emotional boost. Over time, that boost becomes addictive, not in an obvious way, but in a quite subtle way. You start adjusting your behavior to keep receiving it. You speak differently. You act differently. You sometimes even hide your real thoughts, all to maintain approval. The cost of constant approval. The problem with chasing validation is simple. Approval is unstable. Different people want different things. What impresses one person may annoy other. What earns respect in one environment may create conflict in another. If your identity depends on approval, your identity becomes unstable. Your mood rises and falls depending on how others respond, and that kind of emotional dependence quietly weakens confidence. The fear of disapproval. Many people fear disapproval more than failure because disapproval feels personal. It feels like rejection. But disapproval is not always a problem. Sometimes it is simply a sign that your values are different from someone else, and differences are normal. Emotionally disciplined people understand this. They accept that not everyone will agree with them, and they remain calm anyway. Authentic decisions. When you stop seeking validation, something interesting happens. Your decisions become clearer. You start asking different questions. Instead of asking what people will think, you ask what aligns with my values. That shift changes everything because now your actions come from internal clarity instead of external approval. Respect versus approval. There is also an important difference between respect and approval. Approval is emotional. It changes quickly. Respect is built over time. It comes from consistency, discipline, and character. Ironically, people who stop chasing approval often gain more respect because independence signals confidence. The quiet confidence. Confidence does not require universal agreement. It requires self awareness, understanding who you are, understanding your values, and acting consistently with those values, even when others disagree. That kind of confidence is quiet. It does not demand attention. It simply exists, and people can feel it. Breaking the habit, letting go of validation is not easy because the habit forms early. Because the habit forms early. Many people grow up being rewarded for pleasing others, for fitting expectations, for avoiding conflict. Breaking that habit requires awareness and practice. Start small. Notice when you change your behavior just to gain approval. Pause. Ask yourself why. Sometime the answer will reveal something important about your priorities. Emotional independence. True emotional independence does not mean ignoring people. It means not depending on their approval to feel secure. You can listen to opinions. You can consider feedback, but your identity remains stable. When approval becomes optional instead of necessary, your decisions become stronger. your confidence becomes deeper and your presence becomes calmer. Remember something simple. People who constantly chase approval lose themselves. People who build self-respect discover who they really are. If you are building emotional control in a reactive world, stay here. This channel is for thinkers. Control your emotions or they will control you.
For years we chase the valley's praise and lose ourselves in weary ways. True confidence is born within when your own heart tells where to begin. Yeah, true confidence is born within.